Hello, hello, good evening, everyone. So we've built a lot of the spots on the map, and mostly a lot of the floors are made of wood, let's say. But what do you want to ban here? Especially on SJSU. Normally, for us, we saw here, they wanted to ban Monty, but a lot of the picks in here, a lot of based around a lot of map control, as you can see. And Monty's pretty good with just making sure that they're unable to travel through sites. What do you think about that? And what do you think ASU wants to ban? And I'm just that just Black has a lot of like control because a lot of the sites do also lead into different rooms that you can use the windows on just to get all the control, and having those rooms are very important, especially for attacking. And normally for that, maybe ASU's not comfortable with having a Blackbeard enemy team if they don't win out first. Maybe if they do. But anyways, we see they also ban a mirror who is also very commonly picked and useful for a lot of sites, especially in study, and I believe that's games room as well.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna get an aviator game spawn first. A very, very common one. Also gonna be interesting to see a castle come out, as Castle's one of those characters that always particular sites he works out great, but it, the freedom that the team gets with where they put the castle placements honestly changes a whole lot. Like, even if one team views a castle placement as like the worst thing in the world, as long as the other team's used to using it and plays around it, they can honestly abuse it.
You also have to be very careful with not making sure you don't lock out your roamers. But speaking of which, speaking of the devil, nope, we're not going to see a castle for this round. We're going to be seeing a legion who will be denying a lot of the entryways for ASU. And with them having no IQs or much other intel besides drones, it will be difficult to find those legion mines, and it will probably leave a mark on their feet or something.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So as the round first goes in, we're going to see a lot of the SCSU start to reinforce a lot of the usual spots, but without a mirror they can't really exactly do as much as they can, and they will have to rely on the maestro cannons to make sure they are not exactly breaching open both. And with a lot of this, you just have to make sure where camera placements are. They are very make sure they're very in good spots where the attackers are unable to destroy them. So say they have like a Zephyr or a Sledge, they can't just get rid of it almost immediately, but they may have a little bit of trouble since they do not have that. Especially with just Habana, Thermite, Thatcher, Jackal, and a Gridlock.
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
But it's very interesting to see they also brought a Habana with that, with the Thatcher, Thermite as well.
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
already interesting to see the new operator Jackal get played, as he's just constantly banned. He may as well just be nude at this point. I don't think I've seen him used in a single match since, like, I want to guess at least months from now.
Basically new, but well, that's a bit
He may as well be.
close enough. But a lot of the utility he does bring into the floor is very, very I want to say useful is probably a little bit of an underestimating word, but because of the shotguns he brings, his C7E and his nerf Speedy W, we see first blood get out Bladehawk on Bud. That, huh?
And the Gridlock already pushing up on bedroom side too, just dancing around the Jaeger. You can definitely hear her coming, just waiting for the right time to just figure out when to peek and shoot. Get down goes the Thermite. Next comes the Gridlock, just peeking immediately and get taken down by the pistol. And Jaeger will live with 25% health left.
Oh, great picks coming out of SSU, especially with like the first pick on Jackal, and then taking Diffuser, I believe it was Diffuser, on off Thermite and Gridlock. That's something you don't want to see exactly. And with so much time left on the clock, they just have to wait now. And oh no, Thatcher's getting literally assaulted by all the Maestro cannons, Goon Mines, and Gunfire. And now we see Octos get another kill on Zerfon as he enters his site. No entry now needed.
Yeah, he's just living on a dream right there with a little bit of health and Firewall, and Thatcher just getting whittled down as all the attackers, or all the defenders, starting to just hold up angles, stopping him from approaching. It's gonna be a little tough for him to make it out of this one. Well,
5-volt with 20 HP and a dream. He's trying to go for as much as he can, take as many picks as he can as well after killing that Jaeger. But he has to play carefully because he does not have exact control of 90. But no. But again, with Jackal, funny enough, you don't see too much. But yeah, no, you see Kim and the Naked get the finishing kill on 5.
yeah, looks
Only
like
one bullet to do the job.
he tried to focus on getting rid of that dock first, mainly because if he had tried to got onto site, he would have to fight about 2 to 3 people, and then even with that, that dock would start coming up from behind and just flank him immediately. Try to go for the safer option, but unfortunately just couldn't take down the dock in time, and it looks like I believe that would be yeah, that's San Jose. It's gonna take first round.
It was very interesting to see Jackal almost get really picked up as we were talking about him, but nonetheless, Jackal's utilities, he still brings a lot of utility on the table with not only his guns being pretty good, and even though the PDW has been nerfed for long range, it's still pretty good close range, so now it acts more of like a P90, more or less, within, as well as a soft ranging shotgun, breach charges, I believe, and it's smoke grenades for his gadgets, throwables, usables, disposables.
Assuming we're getting Gridlock again. Always a fun operator to see, since an operator that I will say, like, a lot of people when she first came out just thought Nomad would be way better than her, and why on earth would you bring it? But in the end, like,
it's way too many spikes. It's way too many spikes to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just I play a lot of Frost, and I'm a little bit biased toward floor traps, but just having all those floor traps just be in the way, like, the non-invisible threat is just way more annoying to deal with than just a random beeping noise than a 2-second concussion back and
Not just that, because a lot of like Nomads is that it's a one-time use. You won't hear it most of the time, but if you do, it's very hard to find it. And it's a one-time use. With Gridlock, you kind of have to actively like patrol around it, whether it is walking around it, shooting it, or just basically just notifying the entire attacking team like, oh, I'm over here. I want to get rid of this thing. Can you help me out? Oh, no, you're just gonna kill me. Got it.
Looks like they're gonna be taking a master bedroom here as they slowly start to push in, trying to take all the window covers, and Arbaka over here trying to take a study side, trying to create a little bit of split pressure and make sure they don't try to put all their eggs in one basket, as Jaeger, being played by Arcturus, trying to hold down that little closet room, and usually works out decently for teams with the running Ella and stuff like that, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Jaeger is able to pull it off, as he does have the ADS and stop grenade from blowing up immediately.
As we do see, ASU is taking their time now, starting to be wary of all potential rumors, and it's especially important to make sure they don't get flanked on. We see Buzz see some feet. He's unable to claim those feet for himself, but Nick does get out barely with his life, like maybe 10 HP or less. Wish he had that dock right now.
And
last
now
round,
he's about to get tracked, and it is the living hell if you're in the Legion right now, sitting on 5 HP, knowing you're getting pinged, and at least he's with it seems, so you have that nice pillow of comfort going for him.
Problem with Jackal is that it just turns out whenever you get scanned and being low health, everywhere is your enemy. The floors, the walls, your teammates maybe.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of communication involved in that, and especially you will have to make sure you don't get caught out if it's for that in that aspect. And positioning is a lot more important in that case scenario. But
Also,
with a place like a Villa, you kind of want to be careful where you want to sit.
interesting to see here too. Arctur's still inside the closet, a minute left, holding down the Thatcher from being able to push into Master Bedroom there.
So fun. Getting gunned down by Stutter around Statue. Just all those bullets for one man.
Hey, never be too much. Gotta confirm the kill. And looks like he's gonna go for the peek again after taking a peek on his cams. Bud taking down Nick Steez. And we're gonna see Alex starting to push in from, I believe that would be bedroom side, and really push up. Study side. And Bud getting a double kill, taking out Stutter from the game. That's our Maestro down. bit tough as they no longer have that firepower that Manisho was able to bring. But Gridlock is able to avenge his teammate, starting to plant the bomb now as the pressure is all on him and Firewall. Firewall getting taken down. It's all down to Gridlock, and he's just gonna hold down onto the bomb and wait for Arcturus to come from behind.
Gridlock's on the thing. She can still use the capture advantage, use them as sound cues, but no, Arcturus is gonna look around for a rotation hole, but is unable to do so. He's running out of time, but no, Gridlock has one more trick up her sleeve, and that trick will end up killing Arcturus, winning ASU. That was a really good push and take from ASU, with a lot of the Gridlock just end up being really useful for them, and getting a lot of set control, making sure they clean out all the roamers, and just avoiding ASU as a whole right before they even get in sight, unlike the previous round, and that obviously turned out in their favor.
Yeah, it's always good to see, like, for example, right there, you can clearly tell the usability that Gridlock brings over Nomad, where he almost pretty much had the entire site gridlocked off, so as soon as he tried peeking it, the first step he would take inside the site would just be straight onto the track stingers, and it would destroy his health even if the Gridlock died. So if he was actually low health, that could actually have been deadly.
And with that, it's just a lot of them, because air jab doesn't even do damage for it at that point, and if you really want to kill with an air jab, you would have to use a claymore for that. But now that Nomad has lost her claymores, she cannot do that as easily as pre. And also coming a lot of gadgets for that and time for that will be it's high risk, high reward, but high risk in the sense of all the resources devoted for one trick.
Sorry about that, just fixing up the overlay there. And now we're going to see another trophy defense here coming in for San Jose. Looks like Arcturus going to be trying to play in that closet again, stalling out for a lot of time. He stalled out for, like, I want to say almost the entire round last time, because there was a minute left and you can still see Firewall just sitting by the window waiting for him to exit, but Arcturus just being true to the spot and just holding it down, waiting until, like, his teammates call out that they need help on site.
I believe the only difference that we see so far, well, I believe ASU do have a similar lineup, but ASU has now picked up a Kaid, I believe, which was not here previously, and maybe Kaid's shotgun slash DMR, and his guys just may play about better for SJSU.
Defenders are just going to start checking out the cams, trying to find out where the attackers are coming from. A little bit of a slower start. It looks like they already took study from at this point, and turning his drone up all the way into the staircase here. The one thing I like about this match, honestly, it's the fact that, like, since it's two state universities against each other, it kind of reminds me of, like, how Overwatch has their own setup, where it's just a bunch of cities versus each other, rather than, you know, oh, here's EG versus G2, where, like, the common person doesn't really know exactly who on earth G2 or any of those teams are, but at least this way it's like, hey, San Jose versus Arizona, two decently well-known states fighting each other.
Yeah, that is indeed true, and it does help a lot, especially for leagues such as this. But no, still actually 1 minute down on the clock, and ASU has barely put a dent right now inside of ASU's defenses, and no, as they're going to start to draw now, they're looking for that Maestro, but no, they cannot find them as he starts to retreat back into sight into towards astronomy. If not, not much blood has been spilled coming from any sides actually. Only ones that have really taken damage is Zerfon and Bud, but not much otherwise coming from SSU, excuse me. But no, we see Becca drop first blood on Nixties, and Alex already planting the diffuser on site in the corner. No, see Zerfon getting another kill on Kid with the AK, and Smoke start going out, Gridlock is going out, Fireball gets a kill on Arcturus, explosions coming out left leg. Bladehawk gets nailed down by Zerfon once again, and no, he's just gonna get. That's just a flawless round. 4K, I believe? That's a 4K.
A lot of kills going off all second. A lot slower pace of a round for, I think, both defenders and attackers there, because there was like a minute left and everyone was alive. At that point, could have gone to anyone, and the plant went down. started getting prepped with 4 people left alive as well. It's kind of high on numbers there.
And what ASU just did a really good job, just taking their time, joining out wherever everyone is, and making the picks happen. Especially once they had control of site, they were able to keep that control and also watch for any flanks that ASU had in preparation. So, but that worked out really well in their favor, especially since even though they're low on the clock, they managed to just take site, hold the corner, and plant.
Yeah, it looks like going back to Aviator and Games Room since the site rotation has allowed it again. And 6 pick off of Valk into Doc, realizing that maybe Kim with AK wants to play more longer range angles, and the Valk probably just won't cut it with her MPX. And also, they already do have the Legion and Maisho to follow up with the camera footages, so not too much stress on getting rid of camera footage for a gun.
And they Zervan did switch up Sophia for the IQ to counteract, I guess, what it seemed like to be the Legion mines and Valkyrie mines, but now with Valkyrie off the field, now IQ just has Legion mines to look, and that may play against ASU's, not even ASU's, SJSU, excuse me, advantage, because now all that we're left over is the Legion mines, and IQ will be seeing all that on the floors.
Also,
with all the other gadgets.
I'm kind of hoping that I could see the IQ go below, find the Maestro on his cams, and just take him out from below. Always fun, always a good feeling to do that when you're playing IQ.
Yeah. Especially if he's just on his camera and just zapping someone away. Little does he know he also gets shot from below.
And since this is on Pro League Rules 2, and the points aren't on, the second you get that kill, you just see that little red X, you get that satisfaction coming in. Always a fun thing. They're just gonna refine their reinforcements there, make sure they don't get rubber banded as defenders just get set up, ping things out, ask for things to be broken so they can shove cams in. The usual. Baka's looks like they're gonna be playing up from study side, trying to get a little bit of control and see if they could maybe even catch a pick at the same time.
Interesting spot that Bladehawk's trying to open up right now. A little bit of a C4 hole, if you may, for SCSU to throw Nitrocells over, and looks like they're just looking for it. They're looking maybe exactly the debris is not exactly registering for him. Maybe it is, who knows?
I'm
but
not
that's a very
sure
dangerous
if
place.
the Maestro took it, but he could actually impact trick out of that, I believe. But it's not going to be happening as they go through the wall, and doesn't look like anyone had an impact to go for it. And Alex is going to go down as he tries to peek the Legion inside vault. Thinks he's catching the kill. So he's only lit to 60 health left. Bladehawk just trying to hold down the classical hall for his team. Make sure that they at least have that little bit of hope with them and not have to worry too hard about it. But Kate with the AK also holding the back of vault there. Just waiting for someone to just come down the hall and just immediately get taken down by a Doc with an ACOG.
Firewall will scout out and give the information to his team that the Doc will be standing by 90. And now we're back down to a 5v+ scenario with Bladehawk throwing C4, exactly missing the C4 and not losing it to the Thatcher, but he will be unable to grab that since it is too high for his hands. But with that one C4 down, it may scare the offense a little bit. But now they're just holding sights and holding angles, because that's all they can really do as of right now. As Baka now starts to look down 90, looking for that Doc. Kimdeke unaware, but no. Kimdeke gets a kill on Zerf on his flanking, gets another kill on Bud, and however, Bladehawk will fall to Baka.
And it looks like Kate with the AK just going to catch that nice double kill. Showing them that she doesn't need an AK just to get those kills, just dealing with the MP5 here. Just going to be holding all the way back of all, just waiting for the call out that it looks like almost getting the gridlock there, but fortunately aiming a little too high as the gridlock was crouch height. Gridlock just, Abaka just aiming down the hall, waiting for Kitten to peek out, but looks like he's getting installed out here a little bit, and 15 seconds left, and immediately gets shot by Arcturus, just peeking out of the breach hole there. Or, sorry, he was in study room the whole time. Just a small a bit of arm just showing off and immediately giving out the position.
Large drops come with large hitboxes, and also intelligence. Can't forget that your head will not show unless your head shows, and your arm will show first.
True. Yeah, unfortunately with Gridlock's size, she does at least compensate with the ability of having an LMG with really quick reloads and smoke grenades, track stingers. She's probably one of my favorite support ops in the game, although a little bit underrated. Looks like this time we're going to trophy statuary, as defenders did win last time. Now they're being, it looks like the 6th pick into Pulse here. Gonna be having a little bit of vertical play here with Pulse just throwing that C4 in last second. All he has to do is just not get caught out early with the drones, and he could probably last a good long time with that cover.
Dude, and especially with a lot of like the verticality and horizontal ability, I guess, but Pulse does make a lot of use out of the downstairs, especially with all the rooms and walls around, so he can just basically hide in every corner and be able to find out where all of ASU is. But no, interesting enough, actually, ASU has not really changed their lineup way too much, with only Zerfon variety between IQ and Sophia. But I guess what works works, and as long as it keeps working, there's no reason to stop.
Yeah, especially with they're keeping that. You can tell they're kind of well practiced with what they're doing, since while they aren't switching roles dramatically, it shows that they at least have synergy and they know exactly what they want to do, and they're comfortable doing it. All they have to do maybe is just swap up a little bit on the playstyle and figure out how to best counter. As you can see with the Pulse adaptation here, knowing that what I did last time probably didn't work out as well too much, and this time maybe I think a Pulse might be the right adaptation required, as I could take control of the lower floor a lot easier.
Blade may have seen the shot, but it may have been a weird visual glitch, sound glitch on our side, but hey. Primal will be scouting around the top floor looking for anyone in Master Bedroom Closet as he was last time, but really unsuccessful. Nick looking for anyone that may be in Master, trying to hold up. Octopus just chilling the Aviators, looking for anyone else, to be honest. He's getting a lot of pressure, and he's putting a lot of he's hiding in a good spot where ASU cannot find him, and he will also be a little bit off site, but close enough to site to be able to even do enough damage to anyone else trying to be out. But I see Nick hearing something.
The Pulse immediately too, by getting played by Blackhawk, just starts getting Jackal track, starts to retreat to the basement, trying to run for his life, because he knows he's playing alone and there's no one to cover him. So if anything goes bad, he's all alone. And it looks like somebody is gonna be coming down to hunt him down in the basement. No more pings on him, but he definitely does know that there's someone down here with him, just waiting for them to peek out, as he has a little bit more of the stealth advantage here.
That is one of the advantages of having a Jackal.
And
oh no, he gets gunned down.
Again.
That is one of the advantages of having to deal with a Jackal enemy team. But with that, oh wait, Bladehawk gets a kill on Bud, who was chasing him down for the longest time. But good for him, because that means that puts SJSU at a person advantage right now, and actually a down killing Jack, getting rid of those pings especially, and with those feet gone, ASU has no way to find the feet.
And you can see here, after all those Jackal pings, Bladehawk is playing a lot more aggressively now. As he knows he has low health, and the enemy team does know for sure that they have a Pulse, and they know that they're probably, definitely, most definitely in this situation, in the disadvantage, as just, if they try pushing into site immediately, that Pulse will throw a C4 and lob them, kill them both. But as I say, the whole thing, a whole bunch of kills go out. Bladehawk takes down Zerfon, and it looks like we're now down to a 3v2 here for the defenders.
Baka, no.
Taking
back the lead.
Now
He takes back the lead, but no, he still is on site, but there's not the diffuser. Callisto takes down the Maestro.
No.
C4 misses Baka barely in the tailwind, and Bladehawk unaware of where Gridlock is. Both at low HP, both blinking in danger, and also in low HPs. And Baka just constantly fearing for his life, wondering where Bladehawk is. They have no intelligence, no idea where they are. Baka finishes the plant and looking down, sees the gunfire, barely misses it, hits a goo mine.
No, the goo might kill.
Now,
okay, he pulled it out.
now they're on even terms, but no, where's Pulse going? Pulse is going for the flank. Lots of balls are coming out. He hears it. He doesn't like it. He wants to put those spikes over there, but no, Pulse has to go all the way around to Astronomy, and then Baka just holding as hard as he can, holding to dear life. And Bladehawk does fall to Baka to the same corner he is looking at. ASU wins round 5.
Yeah, very unfortunate that he had an extra track stinger as that flank. Even though he may have heard it, it was still possible to go for it, but unfortunately that track stingers was the nail in the coffin. He would have to take his entire meg trying to shoot them all, and he doesn't have that much time. He's forced to just rotate around, try again, see if he could hopefully this time get the first shot in, but unfortunately Baka was ready since Baka knows that he doesn't have to care about his flank anymore because the gridlock mines will just cover him. 100%.
Not only that, when you see a gridlock, you have to either shoot it or run a completely different direction. And if gridlock knows about it, if the entire thing's being gridlock can go through all those spikes as if it's nothing. She's like steel boots or something. Like she doesn't get affected by it. She doesn't even care about it. It may be the three armor, or we don't know. Maybe some really nice boots. I wish I had those boots.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna get another run back on trophy statuary here as we don't really have too much space on the third site as a lot of third sites on every single map. Usually they're really just not worth going. This map, just because it's a little bit more of a map that not a lot of people like and play that often, may not be the worst of options to try to third site and see if you can grab a win there, especially since I'm pretty sure a lot of the drop grounds for the defenders here have been on this trophy statuary itself.
I have way too many memories on this site. I'm not gonna lie. Play this site way too much.
Yeah, definitely one of the favorites for people playing in ranked and whatnot, and especially and then when it comes to like inside the league as well, and you're playing on this app, you just want to go. You for the most part want to try things safe because not a lot of people know this map too well that they could try anything too fancy, but who knows? Maybe one of the teams knows something I don't, since yeah, I don't know much about this site.
It's fine. It's all about the learning process, and all got is a lot of different mechanics that you can also learn at the exact time. And as you see, I see someone put a new camera spot, not behind the plant this time, and towards the corner of the room. I guess because he ran out of time, or Zofia just knows way too much about those cameras. It's just kind of making 3 points for Zofia. Let's be honest. Who doesn't want those points?
Yeah. See, my philosophy is quite simple. If you don't know what you're doing on the map, just hard roam and just run around and figure it out as you go. Simple. I don't need to be on this site. Someone else will deal with that. It looks like we're gonna start getting an attacker starting to drone out and push in a little bit more as they get the intel. Looks like we're gonna have the Maestro just checking out cams, holding down angles. And looks like they're gonna be trying to enter in from master bedroom side here in a bit. And Thermite already blowing up the wall. Starting to drone out past the walls for his teammates to let them know exactly where they need to be aiming and shooting.
That will actually disable the Maestro cam on complete accident or not. But he will destroy the Kaid and the Maestro cam, disabling it temporarily. But we do see Kevin Dedicate get a call Baka through a long angle, I guess, from what looks like through the wall. But no, shots coming left and right. Starters being scared. No, that's just your doc, your friendly doc healing you.
It looks like Jackal down here is just trying to get a lot of pressure from below. Try to find a ping from below, and it looks like he will get it onto the Jaeger, who also just goes down immediately.
Bladehawk secures a double kill just for his team, and now that also takes down one more stem away from the dog to help his team. Now is the Alex trying to get some more pushes. He's looking around and shooting left to right. Oh, Fireball's now down next to bed. How to roll out of bed 101. Let's talk about that. I'm kidding.
Looks like we have Nixies and Kitten with AK just watching, staring down the entire master bedroom side, waiting for this Thermite to start pushing in, but I don't think they know Firewall's currently down by the bed. And even if they do, they don't have to worry too much as they'll be able to see as he enters. And Alex is trying to get intel, understand where he needs to be shooting the second he enters. Looks like he's hopping in through the window now, trying to push forward. Nixies trying to get shots on him, but none of them connect. Here's the Gu mine go off. Knows he's gonna start pushing soon, and Nixies will take down Firewall and Alex.
Another flawless one for SJSU, and great defense coming out of SJSU as well with that. But now, tides will turn as both sides will switch to attacks and defense to attack. And that was big enough to not make sense, but okay. Will SJSU copy ASU's strats, or will they have their own strat of their own? As we do see Nash picked up instead, but we still see the Jackal, Habana, and Thatcher Maybe a thermite, maybe not. Who knows? Good luck? Nah.
Looks like Zofia. As we get the double ranged soft breach here going in, as along with the concussions on probably both operators. And Jackal definitely getting picked up now that it's not banned. And this map in particular is a very roamer heavy, roamer strong map because since the map is so big and there's so many rooms, it allows the defenders to have so much more ways to rotate. So if you're roaming and you start feeling like you're getting pinched, you probably have two options with this map on almost any area you're holding.
To locate and defuse as many bombs as they
So
can.
Jackal's gonna be a very big pick on this one and probably taking almost every single round.
And honestly, like, let's look at it this way. Like, let's look at Jackal real quick as an operator, as a gadget user, as a new operator, as you mentioned at the very beginning of the game.
Located a bomb.
That scan range is insanely massive. Let's talk about that. It's like 10 meters, I believe. I remember it was buffed a couple patches ago. And with that, you can basically scan feet from the downstairs, reach open the floor, and look at the feet, because for some reason, footsteps don't actually disappear when you destroy the floor.
Whoa, looks like we're gonna see the new combination here of Alex playing Maestro, bringing the impacts instead of the classic barbed wire on Maestro.
What do you normally lose if you bring impacts instead of barbed wire? Because you think about it, like you have the bailiff, you have the bailiff. You can always use that as an impact kind of, but the impact just kind of, hey, I'm just gonna pay a little bit extra money for a little bit of extra time.
I mean, in this case, it works out fine because you still have enough looks like they have enough barbed wire and they have a lesion to slow them down. But if you were to bring a team without barbed wire, one Ash rushing in, just running straight onto site is all it would take to end the round right there.
Literally about to reenact our words in almost real time, but no, you'll just be looking around. Just here and there, no, maybe looking on 90.
Trying to see if he
They
can
have some intel.
catch somebody peeking, and looks like he's gonna drone ahead because he's not too quite sure which way he needs to look. And Bud just holding down all the way from the 90 corner there in Vault.
Actually does have a lot of control in Master Bedroom, as we do see most of them just hanging around, holding the floor,
And that Jaeger's
dominating the.
getting pinged down by that Jackal. He's probably feeling a little bit comfortable, even though he's getting pinged, because he's still in a spot that, even if whether they know he's there or not, doesn't actually change too much for him because it's a very common spot. So there will be a lot of like flash grenades, pre-firing, and a bunch of stuff going on there. But
Octopus will hang behind just to watch the flames, but no, you see started get a headshot to the window on Bud, but no, you see Alex refract with his friend on another person on Blade. In a 4v4 scenario, but no, Alex will be basically 1 HP. And Ash out there putting out the time, but now Stixie sees someone cross by. Now they're slowly getting literally blinded by everything. Mute jammers, concussion mines. No, not even concussion mines. That's his teammate. That's your friend, Alex.
And you can see here, Pyro getting pinged by the Jackal as well. Starting to feel like he needs to push a little bit more because he's feeling the pressure of the Jackal ping just coming in constantly. Trying to fight back to make the attackers also afraid of those pings as well, but looks like he will get a headshot onto Nixties and trying to angle with his trusty SMG-11. Almost gets the shot onto Kid with AK, unfortunately misses it, and looks like Kid AK takes down Zerfon as well as he enters. Maestro trying to get on the camera, stopping the plant, and it looks like it will happen as Arcturus was low health. It looks like the EMP grenade trying to be used to stop the plant as well, or stop the Maestro cam from stopping the plant, but Baka comes in with the next counter by just running in and shooting, and Stutter trying to enter site, going down, and now just being stuck in that corner, just trying to get himself back up, but Baka comes in with the good old-fashioned ghetto Ash interrogate. Right.
That's one way to interrogate. That's one way to interrogate someone without Caveira. That's how you win the round.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Who needs to hold a cutscene in animation where you could just melee him and then have them be salty and, you know.
Literally throw the entire team under the bus and just scream out positions.
Oh boy, good old solo queue flashbacks.
What do you mean? It still happened today? What? I just had one today.
Yeah. Looks like this time we're gonna be going to trophy statuary as they did win the defense around there. And looks like we're bringing a nice, well-rounded team here with looks like 3 ACOGs to hold down the long angles.
ignore that, because Duke, this is not done. But either way, we have the next lineup. We will see another Ash, but same lineup coming out from SGSU and ASU. I believe they're bringing a dog this time. But Kaid, unfortunately, you have Kaid Maestro. You have no elite skins. You can't join party. I'm
Defenders,
sorry.
protect your bombs from being defused by
Yeah,
attackers.
as I may have forgotten to mention, this is also a pre-recorded match from a different day. So that other match he's referring to it's actually already ended. It doesn't exist.
Go check out the channel. We have lots of this.
Looks like the nice reinforcements just coming out early, getting all those statue defenses and defenders, attackers just trying to slowly figure out how they want to push in. Looks like since they're joining up from study side, they might be trying to go that way. It's pretty oh, I'm actually surprised he didn't get shot in the head. Just rubbing that Kaid's gun right there.
Maestro literally having flashbacks. His child is flashing right before his eyes. Literally. But no, as we just see now, SJSU is starting to now look towards opening up the closet into sale, and maybe try to take over that master bedroom. Master bedroom has a lot of control, surprisingly, despite it literally being no man's ground. It has a lot of control that like you don't want to lose as a defender, especially if you're playing on Villa. Like you have Maestro Cams, you have Kaid, you have Legions, but you still have to worry about like literally Thatcher Thermite Havanas, and that's leads into basically both sides because of how the entire site is structured. You can see into B through one door.
And it looks like
one hall.
Nixies with the Ashes being the one-man, no drone roam clear here. Just crouch walking through the entire first floor, claiming his territory, and looks like he's going to be trying to go for the flank while the entire team is too focused on Master Bedroom, but Baka a little bit wary of it and starting to hold down the angle, just waiting until his team absolutely needs him to rotate.
Baka holding the angle, but not really sure about the guy upside down on window, which I can tell you much that it's not very fun to just be upside down constantly for like that. For God knows something. You see Bladehawk now wants to open up the wall, but he's unable to because of the Kaid's. Now Kaid only has no electric claws left because the other ones are somewhere else, if not that having the Maestro Cams. But no, Nixies will be trying to scare away the Maestro. No, Maestro Kaid, excuse me. But no, all the floors being broken. He has no floor to stand on. He has the railings only. Bud will try to look around as everyone's starting to start panicking, frantic. Kitten can get a kill on 5 all. And now he does a trade. Actually, no, Kitten's down. Back in the same spot on the floor. Zerfon gets a kill on Kitten.
And it looks like we got Baka just playing here in the halls, and Bud also playing below now. Probably rotated as he jumped off the balcony. Trying to catch, it looks like Nick Stees from below. And kind of relieve a little bit of pressure. It looks like he will be getting the shot onto Nick Stees. Now, giving his fellow defenders a little bit more breathing room as they don't have to worry about just a Ash sprinting straight into sight out of nowhere. Looks like Stutter is also going to be pushing up the backside. Baka taking down Stutter. Bladehawk taking down Zerfon. And Bladehawk starting to push up into the bathroom now. Slowly just checking out the different angles, making sure he's safe. Pre-firing behind the desk, and we'll see the bullets be flying right back. And Alex getting taken down as well by Arcturus, and it's just a constant back and forth here.
A bomb has been located.
2v2 scenario with SSU holding the angle, but no, you see no Bud. He wants to win this trip, but no, he doesn't want to make some time happen because he is also low, but not as low as Arcturus, and now Arcturus will be looking for the kill as will not be looking for the kill as Jackal will be trying to look for him, and Arcturus just walking away slowly, making sure those bullets don't touch him or go anywhere near him, because we definitely know how hit registration works at all.
Yeah, for sure. Like the amount of pressure that Jaeger had at the end of the game allowed him to just run away and have the defender, even if he had the diffuser or not try to plant, just thinking, there's no way this guy's going to let me plant. I have to just try to kill him, but fortunately, he's already far enough away that you're not going to catch him in time. Looks like we'll be going on to third site here, Dining Kitchen this time. The score is 3-5, and the blue team starting to need to pick up a lot more attack rounds here, as it doesn't appear that they're winning. think they've won any attack rounds yet, unless I'm wrong. I think I might be wrong.
There's a little bit here and there, back and forth, over and over and out.
Attackers
But we do
need to
see a little bit of a
locate and
difference
defuse
coming
as
out
many
from
bombs as they
ASU.
can.
Now they're picking up Ralphie on Zerfon instead of the Jaeger, giving the Jaeger to Buddy. And probably a better idea considering they can give a lot more intelligence, especially in a different site now than Kitchen. Having those intelligence may be a little more crucial, especially since a lot of SJSU can be in different areas of the map that can flush out ASU just almost instantly. Like, you have laundry, you have to worry about, I guess, the art room,
Seconds left.
which has all the cloth and whatnot. Yeah, the downstairs to worry about. Upstairs, if there's
5 seconds left.
and there's so much to worry about constantly. Having those Valcams just facilitates all of that, because knowledge is key, knowledge is power, knowledge is victory.
Yeah, especially in a game like this where they give every single defender or attacker 2 drones, something that a lot of people take for granted. They don't realize just how much a difference that this game is because of those drones alone. Like, I'm pretty sure without those drones, this game start being played a lot more like Call of Duty, as the attackers would have no way of knowing, and they just have to just rush in, jump, and just start shooting at every single angle and pray to God you shoot something.
Strangely enough, they want to. Looks like SJSU is trying to flush out anyone in basement first now, in fear of the Jaeger from last round.
Yeah.
In retrospect, it is pretty much a good idea because they do not want to worry about those rumors later. They don't want to, and they just want to focus on site.
Has been located.
Especially since this map has 3 floors and basement's the one that's not very commonly used. It's a very good spot for a roamer to just sit down and be in while the entire round is going on. It looks like kills are just going to be going back and forth. Alex, they're getting a double kill on King with an AK and somebody else. And somebody just gets the refrag. And unfortunately,
Octus, no, that's your friend! That's not who you're supposed to shoot!
he sees the Ash, he shoots the Ash. He's not dealing with that even as an attacker, apparently. And Bud is just trying to slowly start to push in, get the backdoor off. Zerfon and Firal's firing at the ping, and looks like they're going to try to pick up Alex here. As Stutter just taking down Bud and Firal here, right back, and trying to fight back for control of the site. At this point, it's just a constant back and forth for it. Just throwing all the utility out, praying to God he could get at least a little bit of pressure out and find himself some breathing room as he tries to fake the plant as well.
It looks like he was trying to get the finishing kill on the impact grenade, but no, Maestro is back up, and he is fully aware of that now. With the Maestro cam, he's just looking at him.
And he
having a little bit of a stare down.
He just used the impact 2 on that wall. He can't just take the impact anymore and shoot that instead.
That is nothing gonna do. That was a C4 that has flown by his eyes, I believe. But now both of them behind the table, looking to use it as a full cover because that for some reason that table is bulletproof for some miraculous reason. Alex is gonna whittle down Stutter, and Stutter is just gonna go down. That's just you can just finish him off with the.
It's overheated. Wait, no, you gotta let it finish. Oh, unfortunately, Zerfon can't let the Maestro Cam finish its job, as he won't get back up in time.
Unfortunate. Let me get the kill, Zerfon says.
He wanted to have faith in that Maestro Cam. Unfortunately, it is the Zofia that he was shooting, so she's gonna have that last stand power.
But that is what happens when you accidentally TK someone. You are down one person you do not want to be down with, and that will happen because, ironically enough, that was a kill on the Ash, and that Ash could have destroyed that Maestro Cam, and that is something that is very sad and unfortunate. But that is a resource that is extremely important.
Yeah, you can tell.
Especially against this lineup.
Stutter probably rethinking the use of his utility there, as he did throw out both the impacts at the wall straight ahead, thinking that he just needed to create some pressure, maybe pray that the impact somehow gets a kill, but unbeknownst to him, he had a cam right beside him that needed a nice impact to the face.
But no. And with that, now we see a little bit of a different lineup coming from ASU. Now pick up a Bandit on Zerfon. Now the man with many faces on now Bandit, who has a mask on, and unfortunately no elite skin. That would have been cool to see, but who knows, that made also expose him more than he wants to be. But no, as we get into the round, you just see the Solid Legion back up in Aviator's room and pull bar. I forget that's bar, but
yeah,
same difference.
I'm actually kind of curious how many times in this season that we're gonna actually see Villa on stream, because this is a map that, like, I don't think I've ever gotten to play in like a CEA, CIL, or any single match ever in my life.
It's a hit or miss map, to be honest. It's like you either like it or you don't, and you ban it out.
Yeah,
You have to be
there's
comfortable. Like a lot of it is just like map knowledge and like knowing what you can do, where you can push, where everyone might be. It's just familiarizing yourself of all the possible routes and how comfortable you are just pulling up the strats. And unfortunately, Alex, you have the bailiff instead of using the impact on that wall, like we saw last time. But that may just not be the most useful
yeah.
thing. But you can see.
It's gonna be get a lot more interesting next year too when they they add another map into the Pro League rotation probably, because I believe this year they took out like what Oregon for Cafe Dostoevsky, and if I want to take
Unfortunately.
yeah, if I want to take a wild guess, I want to say Border would be the next one on the chopping block because
What is such a well-liked map? If not, it's always banned or picked. Actually, surprisingly enough, we see a lot of teams like to adapt to it, and a lot of people know about it.
it's
And
gonna
it's
get
also very popular.
very interesting once that map gets taken out and for another map because then everyone's just gonna be defaulting to a whole bunch of other sites and
For
it's
Villa,
not
for
gonna
Pro League.
it's not gonna feel the same. Like Oregon just being known as Boregon because everyone just keeps playing it over and over and over again. That it just kind of was like being a nail in the being a nail into the coffin all over again. It's just
Honestly, I thought
not that
that
great to watch.
I thought Border was my close played more than Oregon, but I don't have the stats with me today. Unfortunately, with that, we see Zirfon looks like he got a red out and kill Stutter. That's actually really good coming for SJ, not SJSU, excuse me, ASU, taking out a lot of the annoying gadgets were out of the way, with only Ash left Thatcher to really take out any of the cameras. We see Master still alive, that's a good thing to see. Bud looking around 90, looking left to right, relying on Maestro Cannon to give information. Zirfon looking for another kill, he sees another kill, misses the shots, bullets go flying, nothing goes.
And you can see Buck just trying to knows the entire
He
enemy
hears
team
everyone.
is right outside that drone hole, trying to see if he can get some feet, maybe even throw the impact right through it. And the bandit trick coming from Zirfon, probably not even intentional too, just
Casual, no, he just
Oh,
casually
no!
walks up. He casually walks up to no, but you missed time. Unfortunately, the timing on the Thatchers were not quick enough for the Habana, and now they are left with no more hard breach.
and
And
the
now
300 IQ hatch opening tricks the Hibana to dropping down accidentally. 45 seconds left, and she has to just run all the way back up.
a lot of the things you have to watch out for is now where everyone is. Bud is now going to take a Blade Hawk. Something you don't want to lose down. We see now a lot of gunfire. Zirfon kills next tease. Outside Arcturus go for another kill on 90 by the camera, but we see 5 will get the shotgun into the face or onto Jackal. That is the body. Confirmed. Kill. But ASU will win that, and with the shiny new elite, which I have not seen myself until now, but that's a very nice elite looking skin. Baka, nice skin, but that was first round for ASU, with Baka taking a lot of the kills next to Zirfon, and with SJSU going a little bit short, but that's actually pretty good to see just evenly split through all the kills. That means everyone's participating, something you want to see. Even if you lose, that's really good for kill participation. But as you can see, that has to happen. And first map goes to ASU of Villa. Okay, cool. Former, okay, what the? I'm at 49. I'm at 49.43 right now. Okay, it's the bathroom. Ah!
Attackers bomb diffuser.
Hello? Hey, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good job on your end, by the way. Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
And hopefully it holds out a little bit better this time, as ASU did end up winning map number 1. ASU having a little bit of a fire lit beneath them now to be able to take down this map.
With Border, what do you think about Border as a map? Like, even if you pick Border, do you think you're at an advantage or disadvantage? Because Border's one of those maps that you thought, as we mentioned before, you're like, you picked, but like, you're not sure if their enemy team also knows it as much as you do, if not more. But do you think it's a good pick or a bad pick in generally speaking?
Border is a pick that if you're picking, you already know the enemy team's gonna have a border setup, because it's just, again, one of those fundamental maps that so many people love, that it's just so much more safer of a pick for you to, that appears to be a safer pick for you to pick, because you think, yeah, no, my team's good at border, but you never know, the enemy team might be like, is it Penn State, where they just destroy everyone on border nonstop. It's a very scary map to pick into. You have to be willing to bet that your border is 100% better than their border. You'll be seeing a mirror ban here as well, since the setup is very scary with a mirror on that armory, taking the armory side of the site a lot nicer, and also Echo and Blackbeard getting banned. Two
Funny enough,
common characters.
Is this I am to believe this is almost, basically is identical bans to the previous map. That is very interesting to see. Maybe they just don't like those operators. Maybe those operators are just too strong.
I think, like, in this map especially, a Jackal isn't even like 100% the end of the world, because this is a lot smaller of a map, right? So if a Jackal starts pinging you, it probably wouldn't take you too, like, if say you're a Pulse playing in Workshop, for example, right? The second you see that Jackal starting to track you, you'll probably think to like play a little bit more aggro downstairs, try to get a kill and be able to survive. But you could also just very easily just in 2 seconds run out the door straight into middle stairs and just run up that right back into site, or even go up east stairs side and get yourself into office, assuming you have teammates to cover you for it. But I feel like the Jackal probably make a less of an impact because of that and the size of this map.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
As you just see, they will pick Armory first, which is a very common first sight on any kind of team. But we do see everyone start setting up the, and as it seems right now, it looks like SGSU will want to set up a little bit towards, and I think they want to hold out in that room specifically, because that room will give a lot of control for ASU and something you want to do. But now we see the entire squad moving out into Armory half wall.
I like this synchronized movement they got going on here. They all, as a team, they all reinforced out that office side, and as a team, they left the office side to go reinforce the armory side. The sync and coordination is very on point. It's gonna be very scary to attack a team like this.
But they don't know that. They don't have the drones to see that. They don't have the overview that we will see. However, you see started putting down barbed wire here and there, putting a camera also by the corner. Can't find a spot exactly, but we'll have to put it a little bit half wall where they can kind of see it, kind of not. But we'll give intel, so that's all that matters for them. And Mushroom is one of those operators that just, his intelligence is very good. Like, you don't want to underestimate his intelligence, and that is a very dangerous place to put a camera, especially when the round once already started, especially since we saw those bullets fly over.
Yeah,
But
the time that he took to plant that down made that super dangerous. I'm very surprised he didn't get pre-fired randomly with doing that. You can see he came with the AK, trying to get on top of a little bookshelf spot there, trying to get the view into office, but unfortunately, the spot's a little bit annoying to get onto because it's sometimes inconsistent. You gotta really practice it a bit.
and if you don't know, that spot will give you access to vision around the site, through the windows, and over onto the other room. But you see, Kennedy can get a first kill on Alex, who is the third mate, and that is a big pick for SJSU, meaning that is also the fuser down, because that also makes it so they are unable to open up armory walls now, or be able to control the site as well as they can. But Firewall will be trying to look for a pick down the window, rappelling underneath, looking for maybe Camden AK, who was trying to get on the bookshelf earlier before, but will be unable to see it now. And now he's going back down, going to get the diffuser. Bladehawk takes out the drone.
And pretty big here
also
too.
just waiting.
Since that thermite died from so far outside, I don't think the defenders know that. So Bladehawk just still playing by the triple wall, thinking he might need to, on a moment's notice, start to bandit trick it, but it looks like he's starting to give up on that ideology a little bit as he's starting to get pressured out from the halls, and oh, he catches Bud right as he tries to peek out and make his escape, get himself right into CCTV. Now he's just gonna hide out there.
And now that's on in the 5v3 scenario. We see Karen Deke taking some bullets now from the gridlock, as we've seen before. And I believe it was ASU also attacking first last round, so we still will see the comeback of the gridlock of the Spiky Boy coming back into site. And now Firewall looking for another site to push through, another place to probably attack from. Baka holding the window, looking for any runouts, but now Firewall will take out the Metro Cam for the team. And now Baka playing a little bit more cautiously now, because that low HP, you don't want to die that early. Now, Metro will just start pressing fire, killing Surfbot.
Don't stop shooting!
Just something if you have an LMG, don't let go if you see smokes. And now you see Firewall now starting to put down over C4 coming out from Kevin and AK. Barely misses Firewall as he backs out, gets the gun started. Kevin and AK goes, kills Baka, and Baka unable to really get the comms out in time for that mute Kevin and AK to get the kill on the Thatcher. But great round coming from SJSU, managed to secure a site for last second defense.
See, unfortunately, there the real buff that Maestro would have needed in that situation is the ability to just steal his teammate's gun and just start firing that to full force. Because unfortunately, that reload time is quite a killer, as it does take quite a long time on that Maestro.
I mean, with that many bullets, you gotta take that much time to reload them, to redo them again. But now we see a little bit of a change now coming from a Valkyrie instead of I forgot what she was before, but now we have a Valkyrie instead, and
I think
believe
that was the mute. I feel like
it was the mute.
Yeah,
it was the mute. Yes, it was. And we see Surf. No, we see Bud switching from the Astro and IQ now, just to counter out the Valkyrie, because one thing you don't want to do is be seen from places that you're unable to know where the camera is, because with those Valk cams, you can place them in very cheeky spots, and spots that I may not even know to this day.
Yeah, especially since this is a map that a lot of teams are used to, so the runouts and the jump outs are just so much more scary because of the fact that everyone's used to it. And then with the Valkyrie cam, you could easily tell where you need to pre-fire and just be super deadly. Valkyrie's a character you do not want to have to deal with in a map like this.
We see Valk put her first cam in ventilation in the corner of the room next to the window, with out of sight from most of attackers.
It looks like trying to be the kind of like the fallback camera in case the Maestro cam gets destroyed. Just hoping the stealth comes in handy and kind of comes in clutch and keeps the vision alive.
Getting like a decent reconfiguration with that fan, destroying that fan to put that camera in. But with that, it does give. Despite that camera feeling very strange, because you're going to be putting people upstairs anyways. With this site, you will be putting people upstairs, whether you leave the hatch open or not. Usually, it will be a good idea to have cameras elsewhere, but if it does help, it does give a lot more vision and a lot more sight if someone will be on site just chilling and looking around case, there might be someone else pushing. But you see Gridlock just standing there with the gun, looking at this cool skin that she got there. But no, Octopus will be, look like she's pre-firing. Looks like he's pre-firing actually down the hallway. Maybe seeing John or something. But Baka coming back slowly.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to drone out the second floor now, trying to figure out where to push, which side they get the footing. But looks like they already got their footing inside CCTV. Just trying to figure out now how to break through into the armory, as there are 2 people playing upstairs inside of it.
It is a very interesting thing though. It's very interesting though, especially with water. Even though you're not up in armory site, you still want to hold armory as much as you can because of how much control it gives, or maybe even CC. Just because with all the notches and crooks and crannies, like
yeah,
armory's a really good site just to hold, even vertically.
It only takes one sledge playing Minecraft to ruin your day on this site. Like that's all it takes. Just start slamming the floor repeatedly, and if you can't catch the pre-fire or even get lucky and get the shot off on the sledge before he gets a shot off on you, it's the end of the world. And it looks like Firewall is starting to actually push down metal, trying to pressure out and see if he can get a pick onto any of the defenders sitting inside of Armory, trying to figure out how much space he can actually control along with his team. He's getting a nice footing to Archives, and the Thermite starting to breach the wall, creating enough pressure for them to retreat into Firewall's hands, but unfortunately you will not be able to see them. And
well, we will not be able to see We will not be able to see Stixties kill Baka. However, we may see Firewall get a kill, but no. Optimus is just chilling in the corner. Stixties gets in the kill on Zerfon. Nixties has all the attention right now, and with Bladehawk now also roaming, looking to get some of that nice points and some delicious kills. And we see Alex get a kill on Nixties. And Firewall still looking down the corner, looking for any rotations, looking for SJSU to start panicking. Unfortunately, that is not the case. With 38 seconds left on the clock, maybe it is their time to start panicking and get on site.
Yeah, the delay that has been going on is really good, and that C4 also coming right onto the guy with the diffuser. The attackers are in a very bad position as 20 seconds left on the clock. They're still focusing on the second floor rather than the first, and the diffuser is on the floor, kind of far from all the attackers. You can see Bud's all the way on the other side of the map from it. And Thatcher's all the way still upstairs. Bud getting a headshot onto Stutter, and then onto King with an AK, but they don't have the diffuser. Some of the attackers are upstairs jumping down and hiding around. There's no way he's going to get it. Unfortunately for ASU, San Jose will take this round.
So you want to do this, having the diffusers that far away without, and especially just losing out to that is something you don't want to see with only 36 seconds left on the clock. As that starts ticking down, that 36 seconds starts to feel like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I have to feel like that's a little bit of a miscommunication there, because it looked like they were starting to take quite a bit of control on the front door side, and usually that's the more commonly, like, because if you're going to take control of that back site area, you want to have that Thermite open up the wall, but there's like 30 seconds left. That wall's not going to get open in time, and you're not going to be able to push as fast as you need to. So that your better bet would be to go into vent, but unfortunately he had taken the diffuser all the way with him inside Teller, and it kind of started spelling disaster as the C4 went out.
Great C4 coming out from Bladehawk, not having to risk out the peaks, and still gets the kill without having to shoot a single bullet. We see Firewall screenshots with Twitch for Thatcher with the same exact purpose, but different type of gun sets, and yeah, a little easier too.
Yeah, and you don't have to have any stress whatsoever on the bandit tricking. It looks like we're going to be going to the third site here of Teller, instead of, some people do enjoy customs a little bit more. It's kind of interesting to see how they hold this, because this is a site that I would say not the majority of people like, but there's definitely still ways to defend this successfully.
There's a lot more ways to also die in this site, especially with that one room control that we did see SJSU start reinforcing. With all those floors being soft, that is just a very dangerous spot to be in if you lose that. And you may want to commit more to that, you may not. That's up to them. SJSU may pull it off since this is their site. And who knows, ASU may not be prepared for this exactly because, honestly, I'm not prepared to ever see Tellers. Any team to play Tellers. I'm also usually expecting to also lose most of those, so one way or another.
Yeah, in this situation, it's a lot nicer that they took the Thatcher this time, making... Actually, even if they had any bandit wires on it, they could just melee shoot through the window, kind of negating the purpose of it. Thermite playing above there, seeing the Nick Steez on Legion
Defender has
up
left
there,
the
and
designated
okay,
safe zone.
oh, that's a
Defender
bandit.
is
Sorry,
discovered.
bandit just looks like he went for a quick run out and came back in to the comfort of his teammates.
Don't forget, greed is good.
Greed is always good. Firewall's gonna be shooting down the window, trying to just create a little bit of pressure to make the anchors think that they need help sooner. Hopefully cause a miscommunication going, and Nick Steez just relaxing upstairs as he realizes he has tons of pressure, and he pretty much owns that land.
Okay, let's be honest here. Legion always has tons of pressure. So long as you have Legion mines set up, so long as you're not bugged on your own side with Legion mines, so long as you keep it producing it, you're basically constantly putting pressure through the attacking defender.
If he breathes, he needs to be taken down, essentially. Just such a great character in terms of holding down a single room.
He scales with time, especially just because of the goo mines. The more time you're alive, the more goo mines you'll have out, and with that, you can probably even throw out more goo mines. But now Bladehawk's starting to look left to right, and unable to see anyone else. But that hole is a little bit intimidating to see. Nick Steez maybe
the backward clean.
Oh, he will not be able to, but he will go down. Sophia does not know, but will finish a kill, and Nick Steez falls to the back lane, showing his really first before. Hey, but no, Bladehawk going to look for the refrag for his good old teammate, but will be unable to see the Sophia in hallway, and 1 minute left on the clock. That Sophia is prone, but will not be able to see exactly. We'll have to flush out all the other rumors out soon. Baka looking downstairs metal staircase, but going for a soft hole breach. No. Bandit going down to the prone position to assume dominance, but look at a headshot on Blade as a lucky shot, but will start taking damage coming from Noctis. Noctis gets on the Zerfon, gets a headshot. Now, the 3v4 scenario with Bud almost dead. Noctis holding the set down, started getting killed by Wall.
How is Arthur's just holding down that one spot in threat of so many people coming at him? Fortunately, he's able to just focus on them one at a time, slowly take them down, and Baka is just taking control of site as well now, and Arctur's still playing upstairs, starting to realize that they're going for bathroom after the thermite explosion went off. Starting to rotate so that he can come for the flank. Diffuser gonna go down now, both attackers using their guns, getting ready to just peek Arcturus. They know he's in workshop now from the gunshots, and looks like he will down the thermite there, down to Baka, and Baka cannot hold it out. He now has free time to just get the kill and start the diffusion.
He will clutch the 2v1 and also secure SJSU D round. A complete turnaround from what we saw from previous round where it was an even match. Now SJSU has the upper hand with Octus holding the same angle for most of the entire game, winning all the trades that he wants to win, and also claiming his own land, King of the Hill style.
It looks like we're going to be going back onto Armory, as it is currently 3-0 for the defenders. Looking very defender-sided for this game so far, as the attackers just can't quite figure out just exactly how to crack the defense that San Jose is currently pulling out here. Really good comeback after what was going on in Villa, and it looks like they're starting to create, just keep that momentum going now, and hopefully be able to take the whole map by storm. Looks like the 6 pick onto Buck away from IQ, and also a 6 pick off of Mew into Pulse. Realizing that maybe, you know what, maybe we need to go downstairs, bring that C4, and just cause a lot of fear. And that Buck thinking the exact same thing, except this time with a giant shotgun and mounted to his assault rifle.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
It must be heavy. Let's be honest about that.
Unfortunately, it's the size of a little masterpiece, so it's not the heaviest thing in the world. And I think, I'm pretty sure the actual armor he's wearing is probably a bit heavier. Could be wrong about that. The assault rifles are usually pretty heavy, and the weight.
It's just the jacket, though.
It's a winter jacket. You're wearing the, what is that? I forgot the term for it. You're wearing that nice hat. Then you got like the body on top of that, along with the weight of every single mag that he has to carry for both his shotgun, his assault rifle, and his pistol, and 2 grenades. That weight starts to really add up on Buck.
There's a Maestro with the large backpack. Speaking of which, with the round now started, maybe we actually see now the new camera spot coming out, a stutter in a different spot, not getting pre-fired like last time, but maybe new camera spot will help out, but it will be in a new open spot. Now Firewall may be able to see, unlike, especially with how it is lined up, it is very, very easy to see that blue light. But one way or another, Ken may end up clashing with the Buck very soon as he is standing in servers behind Sandwich and looking out the doorway. And Blayhawk now just holding his territory, claiming his ground, taking off on that one battery because that may have been one too many. And Bud may be seeing that pulse. Alex just holding the angle, hoping that Ken with an AK will push up, but Ken with an AK is not going to, and is just going to wait it out. Seeing the drones, doesn't get the drones, just going to fall out.
Pulse getting taken down by a headshot by the Buck. Looks like he's going to be the king of the lower floor. Starting to just start shooting straight up, and ASU getting nice pressure from below, but Nick Steez also down here as well. Takes down the Buck is in response, and now no one wins the below game as Nixies will just walk right back up and help his team out on the push.
Nixies now conquers the lower floors now because now it is basically a
he conquers the
trade
lower
for
floors,
win.
but he's not able to capitalize as much as a Pulse or a Buck would be able to.
In the entire point though, actually one of the most important things about taking more lower floors is making sure you cannot open the armor wall. But as we've seen with however, the Thatcher will take out all the bandits, and bandits will not be able to fan and trick. And we see Baka get a kill on Nick Steez, refragging for his team. Now taking out the Legion mines and taking up all of the gridlocks. But no, we see Thatcher making eye contact with Bladehawk, and now the gridlocks are coming out. Bandit slowly getting ready for C4. A little bit too early for that one, Chief, but
I think
because
he
that
was
just
trying to open up the angle, but that could also be very, very good for trying to just blast open the person defusing. And it's a little controversial of a use, but let's see if it'll pay off at the very least. It looks like they're going to smoke it off right off the bat.
if you have the own boons and banes, then that is a thing to consider because now that makes it less safe to now walk into site, especially since they have no mirror since it was banned in the beginning of the round, and now they have a longer sight line because now Maestro has to be cautious. So
Down goes the Maestro because it's right on the sandwich window. Alex playing Thermite just repels right there and waits for him. Looks like he's gonna just take the entirety of the window control and oh, looks like actually he's the only attacker left. Doesn't have diffuser. He's gonna have to just go in and count his blessings, and unfortunately Bladehawk will take him down. And victory goes to San Jose yet again.
great cold coming from Bladehawk, and that hole actually proving a lot more useful than you think it is because it does open up a lot more angles and it does scare off ASU to push into a site that they want to take over. But now we will see, I to believe, another round on the defense with now it looks like mostly around the same lineups. Well, nope, a warden coming out from SGSU, something completely different. Excuse me, while we're just gonna negate all your flashbangs, flashes, smokes, and other kind of devices.
Straight up picky. I was expecting him to actually swap it the second
Please
you
don't
said
swap.
it, but
Please don't swap off Warden. I would like to see a Warden being played this game, and it looks like we will be seeing a Warden.
and then six pick. Oh, there it is.
Go!
It would have been nice and perfect too because he was in like the center of the screen, so it just created that nice effect on him. But it looks like we're gonna be getting the six pick into Valkyrie here, trying to throw out some cams, get a little bit of vision before the IQ could locate them, and see if they could get some nice easy kills off of it.
What a shame. I was expecting a Warden to see in this game, but unfortunately we will see a Valkyrie, which also may prove as good for SASU. But I believe now it's actually the same lineup almost now, except we have a Twitch and a Thatcher instead of Sophia now, and IQ also being brought on the table. They will be entirely anti-gadget into electricity. For ASU, they are tired of those gadgets and they want to get rid of them ASAP. With as much utility as possible.
You gotta love how the site's downstairs, yet 90% of the reinforcements are upstairs. Like, even with the vertical play being such a big a threat, it's you can see the comfort in trying to just hold downstairs with all the softballs over trying to hold upstairs with all the softballs, considering like there's only like what, I count 4 reinforcements downstairs, and then the rest of the 6 is all upstairs. Such an important area to hold off.
then again, the only real thing you really gotta just reinforce downstairs is the bathroom, because that bathroom wall is very controlling, and I mean, most people don't usually go for it because a lot of people value the verticality, which is definitely true, because holding the verticality over long hills is definitely something you would prefer on a team. Yeah. But still, with that many reinforcements left over, where you gotta put them? You gotta put it upstairs. That's a really good place to put it. And we have a lot of gadgets also placed up there. Bladehawk holding the angle, looking for Bandit, Trick, Alex already in waiting room, already gets a kill on Nick Steez, already through a very good angle into Tellers, I believe. And now Cam and AK looking around for that refrag if they may push up. But Alex taking his sweet time. As we were literally talking about it, he will be looking to try to get into bathroom. Reserve on already securing bathroom for his team. Alex goes into safeway through Tellers and into bathroom. Speak of the devil, they already be going for the strat.
It looks like they're still just trying to get that last bit of information before pushing into passport here. Starting to look over at East stairs, making sure they don't get flanked. Also have to be a little bit worried about people jumping off the ledge here. And as you can see here, this time they're trying to take bathroom control primarily, as the defenders who are above don't have too many ways of making holes up there. If it is, like, for example, a bandit up here who has Nitro Cell, but that's a one-time use. They have to know exactly where to put it, and it's a little bit of a risk. So by pushing this backside here, they're actually cutting off a lot of communication, and it looks like Alex and Baco both were getting kills apiece. And now, immediately, the defenders are in a bit of a pickle here, as they're forced to jump out just to come back on the site. Stutter taking down Alex, and now it's down to a 2v4.
And the first problem you'll see here with that is that we have this also reinforced. That leaves Zerfon in a very safe position to be able to plant the fuser if his team is watching him. Baka will get a kill on Stutter, taking on the Maestro of the C4, and Bud will get the last kill on Bladehawk, securing the round for ASU. First victory I am to believe for the map.
Yeah, it looks like the adjustment from going to the back of site rather than focusing on the top of site really paid off there, as they just started, second that wall went down, the kills just went going back to back before ASU there. Really good adjustment, but for deciding to go back a site rather than taking the top floor again and trying to go through that same madness all over again.
And with Hatch being closed, they have not much ways to get around to the attackers, just because a lot of the accessibility comes from the hatch being open and them just being able to jump into sight as whenever they. And the only other side they can go in through is through open area into Tellers and into the backs or open arms of the attacking. But as we can see there, the closed hatch does kind of just leave a leeway for attackers to just sit and plant.
Yeah, the only other option too is just you're pretty much at that point just praying, because if you jump out that sandwich window, you could just jump right back into vents. Only thing that's scary about that is it literally just takes one C4 to kill you.
Need to locate
And a team versus 5 people, one of them is probably getting ready for that for now, because it's such an easy thing to pick a kill off of, as the rotates aren't too great. Get the run back right back onto the lower floor, as they are confident, and it is much easier to hold than Tellers is. Especially because the last time it was just, I believe it was Bladehawk just sitting in the corner, grabbing kills left and right. Pray for his life. And
I think I was off this, but hey, that was just me. But
here I'm not too sure.
But skills are getting split around between everyone else pretty fairly, to be honest, and a lot of intelligence and everything is being really just good use out of everyone. And as we do see Stutter making sure the same mistake does not happen twice by opening up the hatch.
Except
That's
that
something you want
hatch is usually a scary one to open too, because the second you lose top control, that is a hatch that will very easily lose you the game, because of the angles it opens up for the attackers to just easily walk in. Especially with the open bathroom concept going here with the rotation hole, making the job a lot easier for attackers to just push the back of sight if they wanted to.
It does depend. Listen, Surfon really wants to go for them again for the same push, but he will be a little bit more cautious now, because that Octave is going to be playing upstairs. And Bladehawk just free-firing down the hall, just for fun and whatnot, shooting bullets and maybe trying to get a lucky pick, if anything. The next D's will be sitting on customs. Most people will be off-site, even though the bombs will be in workshop ventilation.
This is a setup that you would see a little bit more commonly with the castle, trying to put the open bathroom, because that way you can at least block off back into the attackers and keep your Maestro in there nice and safe from the top angles. But now, since they decided to open the hatch, it's very, very scary if the top floor roamers go down, because now that just pretty much leaves them with the easy setup onto the back of site rather than all the way in vents that people usually will go for more than most of the time the second they get that cover, as the walls will just give supply cover for them and they don't have to do too much after that. So we're gonna get Bladehawk just trying to abuse that top angle. I'd also at a side angle, just only to watch when they enter and making it a little bit safer, but we'll see a peek coming in from the Zofia, or Zerfon I believe there, and just get taken down low, and Bud gets headshotted. Alex gets the kill with the Claymore, as somebody tried jumping out right on, and now he's going back on site, and Maestro just blasting the wall back straight and hoping to God he can get a nice red X. And looks like Nick Cease will be getting that red X instead, as he roll bang headshots Baka in the face.
Great kills coming out of SJSU, especially now. Putting on the Zerfon now, taking the kill, taking second control now. So we're seeing the Kai, but unfortunately we're not getting the headshot before getting headshotted by Kevin the AK in bathroom himself. And now 1v3 scenario, but now Kai and Maestro will be at an HP disadvantage, but Octopus will now take over Bladehawk's spot in upstairs by half wall and on wall. We'll have to now.
Well, things are looking pretty bleak for the attack here. It's not impossible, as he does have decent pathing toward the site and all the defenders, but unfortunately, the goo mine and the electric wall just whittle him down a little bit and allows Kit with an AK just go for this nice, lovely one tap right there. Looks like we're gonna be swapping side and a little bit of momentum shift here, as we're gonna have this time ASU on defense, which hopefully they'll be able to pull off the same results and be able to take the map. But San Jose here really showing that they're just because of the, I guess, underperformance on Villa, they're really trying to bring it back here and actually just show that it's just Villa. It's the map that not that many people know that well. We are a team that should definitely be feared. Looks like the lock-in will be going in, and to see if any 6 picks will be being swapped out here. Is
something we'll be seeing here is now we'll be seeing Ash and Zofia on the same team now, and Starter will be picking up the Capital instead. Something new we've not seen before, and it may prove useful because it cannot be shot down by the ADS that Jaeger has, and it will provide a lot of area control with those flaming arrows. Even though they are nerfed to not go through walls anymore, they will be having a larger AoE, and those smokes will prove a lot more useful. However, the Maestro may be able to see through that, so you got to take that into account. But we'll still see another site back upstairs into Armory Lockers. Not Armory Lockers and Archives. And maybe it'll work out this time, maybe it'll not. But we will see SJSU maybe taking it, maybe not.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Arizona at this point. I keep thinking, because I keep seeing it somewhere, that it's written Anime State University. The back of my mind keeps almost saying Anime State University every time I think what ASU stands for. But ASU at this point really has to grab this round, because if they can take the momentum off of this round, they could probably start to mount their comeback. But if they're unable to take this round and it goes to 6-1, it's going to look very good for SJSU, as they will then get the momentum on it and just be able to probably close it out a lot sooner than later.
God, I want to change to the org page right now to change ASU to Anime State University.
No.
Make it happen, boys. We got this.
Only some people will notice the difference when they go look for it. It looks like they're getting a ping now just to set up putting down the Claymore and make sure that the spot's nice and tight, so that it is actually almost impossible to open up. And defenders starting to shuffle around a bit, trying to figure out and use the intel to figure out where exactly are we getting attacked from, and how can I flank or counter the position where I'm currently standing. And it looks like they're gonna get a little bit of intel now, and from the blast sounds and the sounds of all the footprints, and also Zerfon's camera just blatantly showing all of them just storming down office by Forest. You can see Bud over here trying to make a nice, very different angle into the hall so that if anyone try rotating toward middle, he'll catch them. And I believe Zerfon also trying to rotate a little bit. And also creating pressure.
One of those angles you just don't expect. Like, you'll never expect a Jaeger to be standing on that wall, having a hole punch in the wall unless she's gotten out beforehand. But, like, if you're, like, running out of time, you're not going to think about, oh, is he over here looking around? And then, no, Baka barely matching. Looks like a Thatcher. No, not Thatcher. Excuse me, that was a Capital. But no, he will try to run out, but will get shot down and blamed upon.
Wait, how is Bladehawk not getting burned as he's literally just kissing the
fire
as he's just planting right there. Bud taking down the, I believe that's Kid with the AK with on Thatcher. Nick sees getting taken down by Bud as well. Bud is just on a tear trying to take back this site. He's trying to jump out and just flank the people outside, using the sound as a distraction, peeking around his observings, getting the intel from the people who are dead on camps. Also relying on his team to come from the other sides and start pushing in. And it looks like Bladehawk will be taking down Zerfon as Bud will be taking down Kitten with an AK. Down to just a 2v2, and it looks like they're gonna have to start defusing just soon because they'll have no other option.
No, wait, no, Alex is going for the defuse, but he's now canceling it because now he's going for prediction, but will be missing the Capital by a couple of bullets, couple of pixels, and ASU will be taking out the next round. To believe.
And unfortunately for that Maestro too, I think at that point he needed to just stick it because 7-second plan time is quite long, and it looks like since San Jose did manage to take the round, we're now on match point for San Jose, and now ASU just has to pray that they could pull back and get a tie for this map.
That looks like we're gonna be seeing another lineup again because they will be going back to Armory Lockers Archives because a lot of the other sites are very dangerous and you might as well play that upstairs. But now you still see a castle instead this time, with maybe we'll be playing in blocking a lot of the positions because they did have a lot of control offsite, and something you don't want to do is just let them do that.
And Castle, also interesting to see that they 6-pick off of the Zofia this time, realizing the amount of soft breach, but then bringing up Buck as well with even more soft breach. But difference being, he has a lot more soft breach. Therefore, that entire flooring will get way more destroyed than a Zofia ever could imagine.
Funny enough, Castle's barricades. Do you think Castle barricades are hard breach or soft breach? Technically speaking, they're not They're bulletproof, but they're not like breach charge proof.
Yeah, for sure. The castles will cause that Ash to use her resources on the walls rather than maybe a nice quick spot to stop bandit tricking, or you know, just this the speed that thing blows up stuff is such a nice utility for Ash. So it just allows her to go in fast and just cause mass disruption, especially with, I believe, oh wow, actually Maestro not getting played this round actually. Would have been very scary for the Ash to have to blow up all the castle walls while the Maestro cam still alive and requiring soft breach to destroy, or the Thatcher grenade.
Or not, don't forget that Buck also has frag grenades which he can use to destroy any of these gadgets and whatnots and little dick nukes.
The only issue with that though would be that the Buck would be playing below, so by the time he gets, if he does even get upstairs, that camera will be up for like 90% of the round still, and thus serving its purpose. Very interesting to see here is how the attackers decide to push this, and also the defenders, since lack of a operator that a lot of teams just always take. Like Maestro is just one of those fundamentals.
Alex barely missing out on Octarus coming out on the balcony, but they left that. Funny enough, they left that wall soft actually, surprisingly enough. So Buck was able to open that with ease, and now Ash looking down east from staircase, but Alex now taking that as a danger sign, starting to run downstairs and looking for safety. Started slowly chipping away that castle barricade, looking out for an impact or a C4 or any kind of run out that may be happening, but we know see a lot more gunfire happening with Ken and AK reloading his gun, looking down Fallon, and talking about like a control that we talked about earlier in that room. Something you don't want to see on a daily basis. But no, Bud's gonna get a first kill on Nick.
Right onto the kill, just such a nice shot. It looks like Bud's gonna be trying to peek again onto East there, see if he can catch any more, and I believe by now, hopefully, the Capito probably finally broke that barricade. Looks like he did as Zerfon down to very little HP, getting droned out and getting distracted by 2 drones. Now in a little bit of a scary spot as he's very low health. They know where he is, and it's just a matter of how long can he survive and stall time for. And it looks like Castle also thinking the same thing as he, except while he has more health, just getting droned out as well, and such a right as he's about to flank too, causing a lot of fear. Looks like that fear is gonna go away though as they
The
try to
is going
plan.
down.
But Alex from below looks like he impacted the floor and just immediately shot Baka, trying to get a shot from outside onto AC as they know Capitao is still playing on the window, holding it and keeping cover. Bladehawk trying to just find the roamers who just went below, and unfortunately Bladehawk will get just missed the castle and will get taken down by Alex. Yeah. Castle, while not your most conventional roamer, really coming to show here is how any operator could actually roam is he's just managing to use impacts to create those angles and stop defeat plants. It looks like Stutter also just standing on site to cover his friend as he's planting, but Firewall will take down Archers and Baka will take down Stutter in succession.
Big round coming from ASU actually, with the retaking the keep on the hold after having all that broken down, and now it's just 2 people down there, but accidentally shooting Buck in the face as there's someone else prone on the dead body.
Yeah, at least, you know what, at least they did go down together. As you can see, their both bodies just flopped right on top of each other, so they definitely did not die alone there. They could at least have comfort in that. Looks like we're going to be going into the round 9 now, and it's starting to get a little bit more nicer for ASU since they got the momentum going, but still very scary because if they ever drop that momentum, that's it. Then San Jose will take the mound and they will take the map. Looks like Castle getting picked again as the site is workshop, so we're going to be going below. Castle actually able to shut off quite a bit of angles for the below since a lot of the reinforcements are going upstairs. It allows Castle to kind of compensate for the lack of reinforcements that workshop will have and start to cut off doors and angles, so no longer will so many amount of breachers be required to, or reinforcements be required to hold this site. It's really nice for Castle. As you can see here, the modified bathroom where it's just rotation hole, and you can put a castle wall on, and that way your Nitro is almost about 100% safe just sitting in there the entire time until someone starts coming by, checking out cams and being the camera guy. Also nice little hidden drone by that Capitao there. Is Baka's just running around the first floor and starting to trying to figure out where to set up and all that, and maybe on Zerfon just throwing on his cam. Still has all 3 cams at 5 seconds left. A bit of a slow start for that Zerfon there.
Attackers must locate and defuse.
Well, one way or another, as long as you get the cameras up before you get shot and killed, that's all that matters almost. If you also want to ignore the C4, but no, Jaeger just, but taking a wild shot at the window, that's shot.
You could also see too that the Jaeger was just so worried about the hatch not being open for his rotate. He actually, I'm not sure if he realized it or not, but he still has 2 of his ADS in his inventory. That's quite a bit of utility not being put down. It looks like he did realize that one is now currently left as the utility. Getting ready to just be quick draw when one of them dies to rotate, or maybe even just spur of the moment like this. Immediately ADS goes down. It's like,
You know, something like that particularly just allows you to just have a pocket ADS constantly if you think you're into the trouble, because the worst thing you want to do is get flashed constantly. Like, so you'll know if they know where you are, they're gonna throw something at you. Whether it's a frag grenade, flashbang, or maybe something else like I don't know, gridlock, or not even gridlock, ying.
nah,
And
just
having
throw
that
the gun.
utility.
Just throw the whole gun at him.
You know, the ADS will also destroy the gun, you know, because that's how that works. Because for some reason, grenades will be destroyed without exploding, and God knows why.
You just gotta land the
maybe
trick shot
it
where
could be.
like one of the attackers throws the gun, the other attacker shoots the trigger, causing the gun to go off and headshot the defender. Just in that succession, just perfectly. All it requires is just a little bit of a lot of change code and a lot of accuracy. Looks like Kid with the AK will be headshotting Zerfon as Arcturus headshots Baka, and Baka to headshots Arc just right back, but Alex takes down King with an AK. Nick C's taking down Bud, and looks like the final, or not even the final kill, sorry. Nick C's taking out Alex as well, just trades back and forth, now down to 1v1 between Firewall and Nick C's for the game for in Nick C's hand right here. And Firewall just holding on to life.
How about vertical control and came with the hill? We did see Alex get like 1 kill earlier on Habana, leaving out one of the hard breachers and dropping out a kill to Capital, which surprising enough, I'm surprised he was barely shot at until Nixties decided to flank him from behind in hatch. Now Firewall is just sitting in bathroom on the hole and now looking around for the ash. Nixties looks like, does he have to fuse it? He's looking around, he doesn't know what anything is, but he has the diffuser. He's planting the diffuser, but Firewall, you have your camera, buddy. You're getting spotted.
He's not going to be able to see from that angle, but also Nixties, or Firewall has a lot of teammates. Should have had somebody watching that cam and being able to say, hey, they're definitely over here, but it looks like Firewall will make up for it and get the kill anyways with that nice Alda just spraying down and getting the defuse out. Another round surviving for ASU. And the nice part of, since this is a VOD, is we can look at chat at real time and you can even see Nixie's calling himself out saying, this dude choked. Looks like we'll be going into our next round, as it's going to be the third site. This one's going to be really rough for ASU. If any point they end up struggling, it's going to be right here, because this is one of the hardest areas. Like, your third site's always your least comfortable, and not only that, but this is for your life. They have to win this.
I mean, it looks like a lot of the lineups are basically it's in the same now, but we see Jackal making a reemergence back into the game, and now with an Ash, Thermite, Thatcher, Capital, hopefully the same lineup we've seen before. And maybe something different will happen. Maybe Defeat will scout out all the roamers that we did not scout out before, and maybe with that, things will change. Tides will turn. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like Jackal might come in a little bit more use on this site more than anything else, just because this is a site that usually the roamers will be sitting in CCTV kind of heavy, but the problem with that is, like, that room is so scary to sit in when every single window, door, and nook and cranny is getting flashed, grenaded, shot through, and you name it. So sometimes some people will like to leave CCTV a little bit less guarded and reinforced, and then try to retake it. And because of that, Jackals comes to use a little bit more, so you can actually tell if, hey, you know, they're trying to actually just hold office and then get ready for the retake and try to take us well by surprise.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
Looks like here we're also going to have a. Actually, doesn't look like they're going to try to impact trick and reinforce. Trying to ping the hatch. A little bit afraid of reinforcements. Looks like the Maestro may have accidentally almost thought for a second to shoot it, but thankfully he didn't. As that hatch would just open up the entire site by a scary amount. Looks like we'll have some orange team defending inside with Bud just hanging out inside CCTV along with Zerfon with the rotate, just so they could keep running in and out and keep themselves a little bit less pressure for being able to sit in here. Like, for example, Bud here just having to watch 3 different angles, actually lining up his crosshair on someone on Sutter's head. Such a scary situation to be in, especially when you can just hear every attacker on every single angle. But it looks like Bud will actually get out, escaping at the nick of his teeth. And good timing for that too, as that was gonna look very, very, very scary. Looks like we got Baka here, just sitting on the workshop site, waiting for the attackers to just walk right on past the workshop, not thinking anyone's there. And it looks like Zerfon will headshot Kitten with the AK, as he's sitting with the dock on site through that nice, lovely hole that he has made. And Nixie's just making sure top floor is clear so that he could very easily just start to get a little more comfy and have a nice foothold. And it looks like Stutter is just going to start moving around, just starting to figure out how his team's attacking and try to support them with the utility that Capital brings. Bladehawk just holding out outside, getting ready to breach as soon as all clear is given. And Stutter, again, as you can see here, he's starting to use that fire darts with his team so that if he can fire out that fire dart, he'll flush someone out and immediately somebody else will just get the kill, as he will have a little bit of delay before his gun comes out. Bladehawk realizing he had a little sharp angle here, trying to see if he could catch anyone unbeknownst to them.
Octa's still scouting out a little bit, but Zephon will still be a live bud down a little bit. But that may not be down to a disadvantage with what's left and remaining. It looks like Octa's to see a little bit still the hatch still there. If that may just be a visual bug now, and not sure the Ubisoft games are kind of like that, but hey, that's fun to look at. Firewall will be looking at the detention, but I think, wait, how many did Alex still not put down some of the it looks like he has not put down all of his things yet. However, Octopus will now drop. Now see the one pick on Ziphon. Next he's getting on ASU. Alex, Bladehawk killing Firewall 1v4 scenario. No, Baka will get the first kill out in the 1v3 scenario, putting in a better position. But now they gotta plant the diffuser. Bladehawk will start putting the diffuser down in the corner of the room. Ash will be watching from behind. Stud will be pushing from customs. And unsure where Legion is, because all the pings coming out, it will be on the attackers.
Yeah, Baka needs to play his heart out here. He is literally gonna determine if whether or not his team wins or loses with this one. And Baka will get one kill, giving him the double, and now he needs to start figuring out how to pressure this, but knows the teammates, his enemies right there, will take him down with the pistol. Sees that he goes down. Now he knows there's one person left. He needs to defuse that timer soon, and will get taken down by the last guy. And Nixties will win the game for San Jose.
Good game coming up from San Jose, almost barely actually winning the round with Nixties being at the right place at the right time against the right angles, and finally getting the last kill against ASU.
And it looks like the past Duke is now going to go to sleep. It's only the only question really comes here is the real Duke also going to go to sleep at the same time? Can we get that nice coordinated sleep?
Synchronized sleeps in real time. Yeah, and they really just pulled out some really good strats, even on both maps. Even though there's a huge lead coming out of border, and both teams really played out both maps as much as they can, and a lot of useful utilities, positions, and angles coming out from everyone. To be honest, and a great game overall. To be honest. Other than that, and you basically sum up everything else. Great game, good game from both teams, and GG's.